do, and then I just go back to bed.
Raider Nation, it's your boy Graf, man. We are back. I got my brothers, man. I got the OG edition in the building. I got my brother Oakland Knight. What's up, King?
What's up, Graphic Man? Thanks for having me on, dude. This is bringing back some memories right now. I'm having a good time already.
My brother Watts, man. Thank you, Oakland Knight, for pulling up, my brother. It means the world. Watts, you already know you always over here with me, King. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, I appreciate it, bro. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, man.
I'm here because my brother's just here with me, though.
Let's go.
I really been wanting to like connect back with them, with the Raider Nation, for a minute.
Yes, sir.
We all going through stuff in life, even me. So I can relate. I mean, we still got to live our life outside of this football thing, but
yes,
the Raiders help keep us together. That's how I look at it too. So
most definitely, man.
I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm chilling.
My brother Mikey Raider, man. My brother, how you doing, brother?
I'm alive, I'm blessed, and I'm with the gang, brother. So it is a fantastic day of life.
First of all, before we go into Raiders football, I want to give all three of my brothers their roses right now. Point blank period, man. For those who don't know, Oakland Knight is an OG of this Raiders YouTube. Please go subscribe to Night of the Shield on YouTube, man. This is where Watts gets the shades from. For anybody who ever asks why Watts always wears glasses, it's because of Oakland Knight. So this is an OG. You are in the presence of an OG. Thank you, brother, for being here.
Thank you.
All the years and all the hard work you put in for the nation. Watts, you as well, my brother. I kind of sat back and, I've been a Raider fan my whole life, but I sat back and I analyzed you guys and I said, you know what? This is going to be something that I would love to do. And now because of y'all, I am starting to help groom the next future Raider content creators, man. So without you guys, this wouldn't have been possible. And Mikey, my brother, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Stuff for me.
Man, definitely. Mikey, definitely though, because I remember Mikey, you were saying this probably like maybe 2 years ago. You was like, man, it's some Raider YouTubers coming out, man. I wish I could, do shows like I used to do, but you was going through your thing and kind of when graphic came along, I was just like, man, he exactly the person that we needed at the time to come up and say, hey man, we're gonna try to bring everybody together.
And I
mean, Mikey, you was really on that tip, but
thank you.
I mean, hey, he picked up the mantle and was like, hey bro, we still gonna get down. So definitely though.
Y'all better don't think I didn't watch those roundtables. Don't think that I wasn't inspired by what you guys have done. Mikey, you literally put my song on your channel without question. Like it was just like here, like when other guys, when I had no subscribers, people were asking me like for money to put my song on their channels. Mikey said, hey brother, I will put this on my channel. I don't think you guys understand like the work that y'all help behind the scenes do and help groom and build this channel, man. So I want you guys to all understand. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I want to bring you guys on a lot more. I know, Mikey, you kind of doing your own thing right now, brother. I respect that. I'm just blessed to have you out for one night at least. And I hope that you have a good night tonight to the point where you're like, let's do this shit again. You feel me? So,
well, can I just make a quick statement to all the, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but I call you guys the new video makers. You guys might have been out for a year or two or a little bit longer. I don't know, but you guys have become like basically the furthering generation. We are now the elders. Watch Raider, Oakland Knight, whoever else, Cameron, Pedro. We are now the elders.
2016, that was my first season. I started the year when Carl Joseph got drafted. That was the season I started. And
long story short, like I lost a lot of faith in my personal life and in my real life, and I don't have a lot of energy. And I'm not saying I don't have passion for the Raiders, but like I just don't have the fire and the passion that you guys, the new video makers, have in all your videos. And whether YouTube suppresses me or get flagged almost every video because of what I did, also by putting illegal clips on there, which I still do, but I don't give a damn anymore. But like, you guys are the new video makers, and you guys got a lot of passion and energy, and you guys are effing intense. You honestly scare the living shit out of me because you guys are too intense for me. You get it? Like in my early days, I loved making those videos, and I was like, you guys, yeah, come on, let's make a video. Every time there's a story, let me make a video. Now I'm at home going, shit, I don't even want to get out of bed. Like, you know, so I apologize. I know the Raider Nation wants the excitement, the old Mikey back, the actor Mikey, and I just haven't been able to give it to you guys, and I'm still trying to find it again. Yes. So please forgive me, but I love you guys, and thank you for all the roses that you're giving me.
Hey, Mikey, I've said this many times, but it's a little different feeling tonight, dude. Like, think about this, right? I'm here because I found you on YouTube years ago, right? I don't care.
I found you at Drunk at the Event. We had a great event. That
we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the blackout. Right behind the blackout. Hey, but the thing is that was a different kind of blackout for me. But anyway, if you don't know who Mikey is, I guarantee you, if someone's making YouTube videos right now, it's because they watched somebody that got inspired by you. So no matter what's going on out there, it all started with you, brother. You are definitely the godfather of this shit.
I know. I don't want to hear it like that. You get it? It sounds stupid. It makes me feel. It makes me. It's like my acting career. You get it? It's kind of disappeared.
Nah.
But I don't know if it'll ever come back. I don't know if it'll ever come back.
Mikey,
and I have fears.
You are a goat.
Yeah, but I don't want to hear that. I'm like Aaron Rodgers. There's still life left in me,
bro. Like, bro, salute this George, bro. Like you are part of my childhood, bro. Like, it's way bigger than that.
Stop the roses.
Hey, wait, he just said childhood. Ouch, we're that old? I'm not that
old. Dude, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm wearing a Goonies t-shirt, so that shows you how old I am.
The energy is there, bro. The energy is there with the new YouTubers. I mean, I can name a few. It's a couple youngsters. They're young.
Yeah. Young, man.
I mean,
every time I turn on
way younger than me when I got off into it. I was in my 30s.
Every time I turn on YouTube, it says Raider Honcho, Ducks Entertainment, Graphic Raider, new video. I'm like, fuck. Do they ever sleep?
Hey, well, I only took off where you left off, man. You know what I mean? Right. So
trust me, dude.
That's all I'm doing.
Trust me, I'm actually.
I will say this though. It's a marathon, bro. This is a marathon. Yeah. You know why I say that? Because I've been in this for 5 years?
Good while.
And I just try to stay consistent. Now, I do what I want to do.
Yeah.
When I want to do it.
Yeah, well, that's where I'm at.
I want to.
That's just me.
I got a bad message the other day from somebody. And again, bad messages always stick with me. The good ones should. But somebody told me, they hate my channel. They hate what it became. And then they wrote Raider Honcho and all these other people are way better than you and they always will be. And they go, you're nothing but a hater. See? So I want to tell you guys this personally. I'm jealous AF. I am.
No.
But listen to me.
First of all, let me say something real quick. Because Honcho will attest to this. Because that's my guy.
I heard you say this 100 times, Mikey. That's why I'm laughing.
You're gonna hear something else.
Listen, this Honcho is my guy. All right.
Yeah, he's cool.
So, Mikey, you spawned Oakland Knight. Oakland Knight spawned Watts. I found Watts' business card, his YouTube card in my wallet. The week I started,
a YouTube card.
Listen, the week I started my channel, right? Honcho started his channel because he said he was inspired by my channel. It all spirals and trickles down, man. You know what I mean? So without the roots, this shit don't grow. You know what I'm saying? So
I get it, but like let me finish the statement. So he said I'm a jealous hater.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
And I'm admitting I am jealous. But check this out. Let's try to be as intelligent as I can be right now. Jealousy is not hatred. Jealousy is envy. And at this particular moment and time in my life, when I lack passion and energy, I'm jealous. I'm envious of Honcho. I'm envious of Graphic Raider. I'm envious of Samoan Raider. Yeah. But it doesn't mean I hate you guys. I love you guys more than you know. I'm just jealous and envious because I'm not able to do what you're doing and have that passion at this moment in my life. So please, I am not a hater. I am envious.
Brother, every time
I will never be a hater.
Every time I talk to you, and we talk a lot in our chat, you tell me you love me. Every time. There's not one chat that goes by where you don't say, I love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't make it to this one, but I love you, brother. Listen, I know everything that comes from you is from a good place. Mm-hmm. I don't take none of that shit. Look, I used to do the same thing. I used to sit back and watch you guys like, okay, how the fuck do I do this? Like, how do I do it? Like, I bought all the equipment and I sat back for 3 months and just looked at it before I even did one show. But I sat back and studied the game tapes like the greats do. Kobe watched Jordan. You know what I mean? Like all these guys watched other guys, man. So, Mikey, I know, bro, we're not saying you're the GOAT just because of your past. You're presently a GOAT now. You just have to own that. And you have to listen to the guys that's doing our thing now. We appreciate you that much. I know you come on some lives and start fucking around, people are going to be like, Mikey is back. And period, point blank, you're boom. You're right back on top, brother. Look, people tend to forget that you still have one of the #1 top 3 YouTube channels on Raider content on YouTube. You have over 30,000 subscribers, brother. Like, you're still winning. So just understand this, man.
If you learn once you learn the YouTube game,
I look at it like this. This is how I look at it. We all root for the same thing, bro.
Oh yeah. I just.
It's
okay,
like Oakland.
Watch, you like know this too. But back in the days, fans, again, no matter what I do, some people will love me, some people will hate me, and I'll have enemies. They try to create division. So they write comments on our videos. They write stuff like, you think you're better than Honcho, and then maybe Honcho will see it or Graphic Raider will see it, and they'll be like, why, did Mikey say something? But I never said anything. But they do that. That's what they do.
That. See, I'm a man, bro. I'm a real man that's comfortable in my skin. When I see stupid shit like that, people tend to forget, like, well, you guys may not know, but like, Mikey, you were an actor. I made music for 20 years. I get it. Like, I that shit is funny to me now. I'm at the point where I'm like, look at this motherfucker. And I keep it moving. Everybody knows I love everybody. I'm the one that brings everybody together. The same thing Mikey Raider used to do. I bring everybody online. I shout out. Sometimes it's people even like, damn, bro, you giving more people more energy than you give yourself. But at the end of the day, bro, it's about the shield, man. I don't give a fuck about if they look. I want the next guys, the Andys, the Icy Nates, all these new guys. I want them to be when I can just say I'm gracefully bowing out. I want to be able to still watch the Raiders news and know that I did what I was supposed to do. I played a part in this shit. That's all that matters to me, brother. Like, trust me, this is not a competition. I said this a couple weeks ago. Our competition is the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Chiefs. I'm not in competition with none of y'all. Correct. I'm not in competition with any one of you guys. I love to bring you guys on, and anybody that asks me to come to their channel, I do the same thing. Pull me up, bro. Pull me up. I put my family to the side sometimes. Like, hey, I gotta go do this show, and they're like, it's family now. I'm like, I promised them I would. Give me 30 minutes. Like, I people don't know I got 3 jobs, bro. I'm a manager. I do all kind of other shit, but I make this time. I make the time for what I love, and trust me, I get tired as fuck too, bro. This shit is exhausting. I just showed somebody the other day all the notebooks of all my notes that I took. It's like dozens of notebooks. And it's like, it gets tiring, man. But you know what? I love this shit. And I want to see my guys. I want to see you guys. I want to see Icy. I want to see Samoa and Honcho. I want to see Sanjeet, Rated Tape. I want to see everybody win. And it's so good to see all my guys, Oakland Knight, to see him doing videos again right now. To hear him say he's inspired by what I do. That's crazy because I'm inspired by what he does. So in the end of the day, man, we're all here together, y'all.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know, don't fall into the trap of the division. Because me, Oakland Knight, and Watts, we've had some history with some other supposedly Raider fans that create a division, and they create problems for us in our real life. So you guys are the new ones, and we're just trying to give you a little bit of advice. Where if you read some of these comments, trust me, Mikey did not say anything. Mikey will say it to your face, or I'll give you a phone call if I have an issue with you. So don't ever believe any of this stuff, just in case you read it. I just want to let you guys know.
First of all, anybody that would think like that, they're already weak-minded as fuck, and I don't even want to be around them. Like, at the end of the day, if you somebody that looks at a comment like that, like, oh, Mikey said something, bro, that's some weak shit. As a man, I want to hear it out of your mouth. If I don't hear it out of your mouth, I'm not believing this shit. It just is what it is. You know,
I don't even call anybody. Trust me.
There you go.
Oakland Knight even knows it. He's like, he never called nobody.
We talk about 3 times a year.
Yeah, 3 times a year. Let's forget the roses, man. I'm tired of the roses. Let's talk some silver and black stuff.
Hey, let's go from the Rose Bowl to the Super Bowl. Let's go.
There we go. Shout out to Don't Trip real quick. This is the last thing I'm gonna say on that topic. They say you're jealous because they're jealous of you. This is fact.
Sir, the fact.
Let's go. Watt, start it up.
Shout out to the chat. I can't read the comments, man. I'm on my phone.
I can't read them either. I can't see them.
I'm gonna pull some up for you guys. Get the questions in the comment section, chat gang, and let's get it lit, man. Watts,
hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up for the guy.
Wipe them feet. Wipe them feet. Yes, sir. What do you think about this? Going on so far, man, at camp. What are you hearing, Watts? What are you hearing, brother? What are you thinking about all these videos that's surfacing now on Bleacher Report? And what's up?
2 words, my man. Baby food. That's baby food right now, bro.
I love it. Watts keeping 100 at all times.
They were like, oh yeah, Leatherwood. Look at Leatherwood feet, man. His feet. I say, man, ain't nobody
after him yet. Yeah.
Anyway, that's just me, bro. I've been doing this for so long, bro, and I've been a Raider fan all my life. This time of the year, I was worried about who gonna get hurt. That's it.
Yeah.
And the team need to get chemistry now. They all together, and if we can build the chemistry from now to week 1, I think we could come out and maybe steal a game, the first game.
Yeah,
maybe. But for right now, until the end of July, it's baby food time. It's
yeah. I feel Oakland Knight. What you feel, brother? Because I like what Cleve Farrell said. He said that he likes Darius Steele's twitch already. He's saying that he likes
the pressers. Yeah, I was liking that. I'm talking about what they were showing. Practice.
Yeah. I see that everybody was excited about Merrick. His back pedal and not turning his head. I get it. But like at the same time, like you said, brother, you can't say it any better than that. Baby food.
He gonna be all right, man. I ain't worried about him.
Yeah. No, I feel okay. Oakland Knight, since we haven't talked yet, me and Watts have already talked about everything under the sun. This off season. How do you feel thus far about the off season, the draft? What are you most excited about? What are you least excited about? And what's the expectations right now for our team?
Well, just capital on what Watt said is they're in gym shorts, right? They're in baby food. But I mean, I've heard about the Keelan Dosses, and I've heard about the Rico Gaffords, and I've heard about all these guys are going to be the next great thing, and it really never comes to fruition, right? It's just the hype that we get built up. I just put out a video talking about when optimism meets reality. And right now it's a whole bunch of optimism, and we should be optimistic and we should be excited and fired up for what we're seeing. The thing I'm most excited about is that we actually have OTAs, that we're actually going to have a training camp, right?
Definitely, man.
Definitely. Guys like Ruggs, guys like Edwards, guys like Arnett. You see Arnett running out there working. These guys didn't have that opportunity last year.
Yes.
And we give them a lot of shit for what they did on the football field, but they never got a chance to really put in the work and build that chemistry that Watts was talking about. They were out there, they got thrown into the fire. And for that, the way that they played like dogs, dude. I thought they did a fantastic job. And that's just going to help their growth in year 2. So I'm really, really excited about that. The thing I'm least excited about is, just the optimism, really. I mean, I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited over this defense in a very long time.
Yes.
And that scares the shit out of me.
Right.
It scares the shit out of me, bro. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, dude, we're gonna be sacking quarterbacks left and right. But are we? I've thought that a couple of times in the past decade. You know what I mean? So the optimism's high. I'm just trying to keep my anxiety low, man. Because
we got rid of Gunther. We got rid of Gunther, man.
Hey, but you see Gunther in Cincinnati? You know what I'm saying? Like that guy, he sucked as a Raider. He couldn't get it together. They couldn't find the right pieces. But I mean, it could happen to Bradley. It can happen to anybody. I just think that there's a different energy, and I like the way that Bradley attacked. Bradley ain't messing around, dude. He came in right away. He's like, I want a bunch of defensive tackles, dude. And that's what we got. We got a pass rush. It's there. We just got to put it together.
Yeah. Right. Same question, my brother. How you feeling about this offseason, man?
Oh, God. Unfortunately, I've been a half glass empty type Raider fan for the previous 2 or 3 years. but
understood.
I'm a salty Raider fan right now. Like I'm tired of believing the hype, I'm really tired of it. But if there's a couple of good things that I've noticed, with Gruden as our coach. Don't get me started on Gruden. But if there's a couple of good things that I'm seeing this year, is that, again, like Oakland Knight said, we had OTAs, and they're able to kind of come together and fight in person or become a family in person, per COVID. So that's looking good. And then they made an agreement with the NFL Players Association to not show up to like rookie minicamp and OTAs per the COVID details. But Incognito spoke in today's press conference, and he said that they all read or made that statement for the agenda of the NFLPA, but then they realized other players, other teams are going to come together no matter what and tried to build a chemistry. And he's like, we're the damn Raiders. We got to finally do it. Like, let's not succumb to that bullshit and let's show up. So 83 out of 88 players showed up to OTAs, and that is looking fantastic for Gruden, the chemistry. And they all spoke glowingly of Gus Bradley. They didn't say, oh, he's a good coach. He's starting to teach us the X's and O's. He was good with the Chargers. They're not saying that. They're saying he's a good human being. He talked to me about my finances. He talked to me about my wife, my family, my what am I going to do the rest of my life post-football? And to me, that is more important, especially even in OTAs, is getting to know them as a human being and as a person and becoming a father figure than X's and O's right now. So it's looking good. I was excited by what I saw in the press conference today. And maybe I'm half glass full.
But you know what, though? The good thing is some of the guys that didn't show up yet, we don't have to worry about. I'm not worried about Josh Jacobs not showing up. I'm not worried about Yannick that just got paid not showing up. Like these guys are already vets. They already know what it is. They're going to be there when it matters. So, like, now if some of these young guys didn't come, it'd be a little nerve-wracking. That's why David Irving ass was cut. You don't want to show up to OTAs after all this time of not showing up and putting other things over football, bro, you're done. You know what I'm saying? So I like that we're taking that approach already. You don't want to play football.
Mad that he got cut. I haven't made a video on it, but I was actually mad at Gruden.
That was my guy. David Irving was my guy, brother. I had him started at defensive tackle.
That was my dark horse player right there, to be honest. That was
I posted a video talking David Irving up the same day he got cut, bro. Hours after I posted it, man.
Hey, Oakland Knight, I always do that. I make a video, right? Like I start getting online at 12 o'clock, and then I start making a video at like 1 o'clock, 1:30. The news comes out at 1 o'clock, and then my video, the guy's been cut. And I'm like, I got a new video talking about this new player. And then they're like, Mikey, he was cut an hour ago. You're an idiot. Get up to date on the latest news. Then I'll look up Graphic Raider or Raider Honcho, and they had a video 3 hours ago the guy was cut. I'm like, oh, shit.
But you know what, though, man? The cool thing is, one thing I can say about all four of us and my brother Honcho, Samoan, Sanj, everybody has their own way of delivering the news. If you guys go back and watch like anybody from other teams, they're all just recycle, rinse, repeat type shit. Like it's just the same shit. Over here, you know, we all have fun, man. Mikey is crazy just like me. Like we can go on and talk our shit. Like Oakland Knight is the calm, cool, collected, but he'll slit your throat if you fuck with us type shit. I can tell. I get that energy. That's what I get. You know what I'm saying? Watts is just a cold-hearted killer, man. You know what I'm talking about? And he's a realist. That's what I love about Watts. He's not going to come on and act like everything is good if it's not. And we need that because for the past 37 years, we haven't won shit. We haven't won a meaningful game in 37 years, man. Let's just be real. And
yeah, I mean, speaking of that point, I was thinking about something, man, and I was just like, I kind of felt like after the season was over, I kind of was feeling like in a bullshit mood, like all the way through January, February, March.
You weren't the only one, Watch Raider. You weren't the only one.
I mean, you know, I was just kind of like you said, like salty. So I was just kind of like, you know what? I'm not buying into no hype. I'm gonna still do what I want to do, but I'm gonna take a step back. Hey, I'm gonna go support everybody else's channels. I'm gonna just sit back and see what the Raiders do. Yeah, they're gonna do. So we hit free agency. We did what we did. I mean, Gruden had to get his cut. We hit the draft, and we did exactly what I said we needed to do. So I was that kind of brought me back, and I was like, okay.
Can I get your guys' opinion?
the Raiders trying to do something that I'm liking. So I kind of feel a little bit more energized now than I did maybe, before the off season began. So
there we go. That's all that matters. Go ahead, Mikey. Talk that shit.
I just wanted to get you. I haven't watched all the videos yet. I haven't had a chance to, but I wanted to get your thoughts on David Irving. I'll just give mine quickly. I'm really tired of the Gruden purge. I understand why they cut him. He has a history of badness, missing camp and all. I get it. But I'm tired of Gruden or Mayock bringing in players constantly and saying they're quality characters, and then 2 months later trading them, releasing them, or we don't know why that happened. Why did he do that? It's a voluntary workout. I mean, I know 83 out of 88 people showed up or whatever, and David Irving didn't want to, but shouldn't they have expected that? When they signed him in November or October of last year?
Knight, I think you agree with me on this one. My bad, Mikey. I don't mean to cut you off, my brother. David Irving, the problem is this. You're Rod Marinelli's guy. Mm-hmm. Rod Marinelli stuck his neck out for you twice, not just this year, but last year. So if he can't get you to get into shape and come into camp and take every single rep possible, I don't think anybody else can. And at this point, I feel you. I'm so tired of Gruden bringing people in, they're in and out, revolving door. But this situation, I feel a little different because I'm like, fuck it. This dude don't want to play ball. He don't want to play ball.
But how do you know he didn't want to play ball? Maybe it's voluntary, guys.
No, I get that. I get that. But go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
Man, it's been a long time. Ready, Mikey? Let's argue. All right. So
talk that shit.
Here we go. So check it out, man. If you look at the tape on Irving in Dallas, this guy's a beast, dude. The only knock I've seen is he can't stay on his feet a lot. He slips a lot, right? Other than that, this guy is all over the field, from the defensive end spot, from the defensive tackle spot. His biggest issue, and I got no problem with the reefer, dude, but the guy obviously smokes himself stupid and makes him lazy. He doesn't want to get out of bed, and that's why he's not playing football. Yeah. Everybody's giving him a chance, right? And I bet you Marinelli said, hey, this guy is special. We need to bring him in here. And they're like, yeah, but he's lazy. And they're setting the tone right now. Gus Bradley's there. They don't want no more Gunther hangovers, right? So when he doesn't show up to OTAs, a guy that's getting a shot because someone probably put his neck out. And we're so easy to say, oh, it's Gruden and Mayock that cut him. I think it's Marinelli and Bradley that said, dude, I want this guy. I got 2 men. I got Phylon. I got this guy Steels that's coming up. He's going to be something special. We got Solomon Thomas, who has the same rap on him right now. He didn't prove nothing, but he's there. He's there and he's working. It's like, hey, we don't need him. And it's a dog eat dog world, bro.
Right. Yeah, like when you're that deep at defensive tackle, right? You're that deep at defensive tackle, and put like this, Mikey, too. I know you didn't see this. You probably didn't see this. Right when he got cut, he went on Instagram Live and was smoking a blunt. And like really? That doesn't sound like a player that wants to play football.
I saw him posting pictures with a new girlfriend a week ago. But I understand why they cut him. I get it. I completely agree. But I'm talking from the bigger sense of the word. Like, they keep bringing people in with really bad past, but yet they keep saying they want character guys. So then every time they bring out a person with a questionable past, they're trying to give them a second or a third chance. And then it seems like all of these people, they're being cut. So then why do they continuously give them chances? At least let them come to OTAs or the mini camp that's not what's it called, mandatory. But I mean, I get it. I'm okay with it. I have no problem with it. They got defensive line for days. But this revolving door with Gruden, and I'm going to end it with this. One of you guys knows how to look up this stat or something. But I think in his first 4 years with this Raiders team, he's had the most transactions as an NFL head coach of in and out of staff transactions.
Yes.
And there's probably not even one player from the previous 5 years that are still on the team. So he's purging people. Yeah. And they're making bad choices, and I'm getting tired of it.
And the thing that sucks too, Mikey, is we might have just got rid of our best defensive tackle that we have on the team because
Maurice Hurst, right?
And that's what my video was about. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, would you agree with me, brother? Because look,
no, for sure.
Irving is probably one of the only guys on this defensive outside of Quentin Jefferson that's had some success in this league. Falone was young, caught a case. He was gone. Solomon Thomas has been a bust up to this point. Vickers, this is only his second year. I think he only played 8-9 games or something last year. I don't know, but he had 2.5 sacks, which he did show up last year for the time he played. But, I mean, we don't really have a proven defensive tackle. And on that roster, David Irving was probably the most proven defensive tackle that we had.
The most versatile, the most dynamic. He had all the tools, man. He had the long arm, strong, fast up the gut. Dude, this guy had it. And I really felt like he was going to take Jefferson's spot. I really did.
We didn't just lose a defensive tackle. We lost a defensive end. He plays both.
And so I think the idea is they're looking for guys they could bring in like Irvin that could say, hey, you know, they can go to guys like Waller and Crosby and be like, hey, you guys been there. Help this kid out. But they have to want to put in the work, man. It's part of change is having the ability to start it yourself. No one can fix you. You got to fix yourself. And he just wasn't ready, man. Maybe they'll bring him back. Who knows?
And when you got two guys like Max and Waller that are dealing with sobriety and dealing with that kind of thing, where you got a guy on live and you got a guy doing this and that, advocating for weed, which weed ain't nothing wrong with weed. I'm from California. You know what I'm saying? Like bro, it's regular shit. But I mean, I think they're looking at it like, how is this going to come off? Like my wife came out right now. I was like, is it cool to smoke outside? I'm like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, man, you know, it sucks that David Irving's gone, but I do believe that we have some guys. We don't have that one guy, but we have a couple guys that can get it, I think they can get it done. We don't have that number one guy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I think after Trent Brown and all that nonsense, I think they would have gave David Irving a chance, even if he smoked reefer, if it was only voluntary. If they would have given him at least one more chance. Yeah. But I think the Trent Brown issue of being lazy and not buying in, it really had settled into their mind work and their frame. So it is what it is, but it just fucking sucks because he had a possibility of being a star on this team, dude.
And that may be another reason, Mikey, why we didn't bring back Vic Beasley. Because, you know, he was lazy in Tennessee, didn't want to play, didn't want to show up. He got his guaranteed money and kind of fell off. I know he just had like a leg, something wrong with his leg. Yeah, so he went and got surgery this offseason. But, yeah, I think these guys are trying to build a culture. I think, what is it, year 4 now?
Yeah, they've been trying to build a culture for 20 fucking years.
Yeah, I know, bro.
I get mad.
Talk that shit, though. Talk that shit.
Yeah.
No, but it's your YouTube channel. You can get flagged when I say curse words.
Bro, I don't give
Have you ever watched the show, bro?
I don't give a fuck.
No, I do. I just...
No, I know. He's...
Bro, a flag? Bro, I grew up around flags, bro. Blue and red ones. You think I give a fuck about a YouTube flag? But, hey, Knight, let me ask you this. Who was your favorite rookie out of this draft class? And I know it can be easy to say Trayvon Merrick. Name a steal, and name your favorite. A favorite and a steal.
A favorite and a steal. I mean, it's like I said, it's so easy to say Morrig, but it wouldn't be. And I'm gonna go against the grain with everybody. I'm gonna say Leatherwood. And the reason I'm gonna say that is because, like, again, as you know, fan analysts, we come on here and we listen to all the ESPN shows, the NFL Today shows, we read all the articles, all the magazines, and whatever we read and whatever we go and watch because of what we read, we feel like that is the way it's going to be.
Yes.
But with the Raiders, they actually got the guy that was on their board that they had ranked high. They knew no one was going after Merrick. They knew stuff that we didn't even know, right? The fact that they got him in the second round was a bonus, and it was a gamble. But we in Vegas now, so that's what we do. We just gamble all the time, right? Yeah. But they had him ranked high. That's what they did. So I'd rather pick him up in the first round and pick him without giving up anything to get him, but give up something that's worth it for a guy like Morrig. So at the end of the day, they got both players they wanted. They just got them in different spots. At that point, it's all about money. It's just money. Yeah. I think the steal is going to be Morsi in the last pick.
I like that.
You know, with everything that's happened between Gabe Jackson and Rodney Hudson and the talk about the offensive line, I mean, they bookended it with saying, you know what, we're going to go young. We're going to go with some fiery, big, strong dudes, and we're going to manhandle the defensive line. And Jacob's going to eat this year, one way or the other. We're going to run the football.
Yes.
That's what Gruden wants. He got himself some road graders. Now they just got to put it together. So I would say that would be mine right there.
He kept it both on the offensive line. I like that, brother. Mikey, what about you, King? What are you feeling right now about this class, man? Favorite and maybe a steal. I mean, have you done some homework on a lot of these guys, or I know you've been kind of just chilling and just being that king.
And I am no Sanjit T. I am no graphic Raider. I am no Raider honcho. I am Mikey Raider. I like follow the Raiders with like one eyeball, and then the other eyeball's probably nowadays watching porn.
Talk that porn shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just that's what I've been into. I'm getting old. I need a wifey. But the best player to me, again, I can go with Alex Leatherwood and all that, but I like Tyreek Gillespie. I saw a little bit of film on him, and he's been very quiet. And a couple of reporters said he might be like the steal for the Raiders as one of those players that could become a starter in their first year. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He might be like the Nickelback or, oh my God, remember that band Nickelback? Oh my gosh. But he might be the Nickelback or whatever. So I'm kind of interested to watch his career. And then what's the guy? I think his name is Darius Steele. He's like a defensive lineman. Yeah, he looks like he might make the team as an undrafted free agent.
Yes.
And that'll be fun to watch, man. So those are my two.
That was my guy, Darius Steele. I had him in every one of my mock drafts. But Malcolm Kuntz is maybe my favorite pickup in this draft.
Oh, Yannick 2.0?
Yeah. Out of Buffalo. You watch his film, and he's bendy. He's long. He's going to get a little more muscle on him. And to be honest, you don't have to pay him Yannick money in 2 years. I mean, look, Yannick and Max is both their contracts are going to come out at the same time. And you're going to have to pay one of them. You know what I'm saying? So, or maybe even try to do both. But I don't know how you're going to do that if you have a Malcolm Kuntz that can show up and show out. We got to pump the brakes on the whole Khalil Mack shit just because it's Buffalo.
Oh, man.
He's not Khalil Mack, you know what I'm saying? But
at all.
Malcolm Kuntz is my steal, and Darius Steele is my guy that's going to be the low-key one to make the roster and potentially be a Pro Bowler later on down the line. Watch, what you saying, brother? But man, we haven't even talked since the draft. I don't think I had you on the show.
Nah. Okay, so where we going? We're going to Steele.
Your favorite? Yeah, you go start with Steele. Start with Steele.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna say Murray because we traded up to get him.
Yeah, I hear you.
But other than that, the player that I think that was a steal, like a steal for him, like where we got him and we was able to get him, was probably Diablo.
Yeah. Ooh, Divine.
I like that name, Divine Diablo. I like that. Double D.
Yeah, I like steals too, though. I think he can make the team, though. He a little small, but he got it. He got it.
Thank you, Valerie. If you're a girl, I need a wife. What's up?
Shoot your shot, bro.
I'm going with him too.
Just saying.
Yeah.
A couple of girls are giving me shout outs on here. How you doing?
Hey, man.
How you doing?
Hey, ladies, keep talking that shit to Mikey, man. Keep talking that shit. Hey, there was a question a minute ago. Yeah, I know that I didn't get to it, though, but okay, I'm going to start with Knight, and then we're going to go down. What do you think, brother? What do you think our record is this year? We don't have to break down every game. What do you think is a realistic, ceiling and then bottom of the barrel? And then what do you think we're really going to do? Like, I got 11-6. That's where I have us at.
That's what I'm hoping for. Look, see, when I look at last season and I see what happened, they lost faith in Gunther in that defense, and it took the wind out of their sails. We had a top 10 scoring offense last year.
Yes,
we bring in Gus Bradley. We add these amazing defensive linemen that I swear I hope they start sacking quarterbacks. Right. We got some safeties. We got a sleeper cornerback that we may talk about later. I don't know. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket. But there is a lot to be excited about. And after being 8-8, primarily because our defense fell apart and they lost trust in. Yeah. You got to love the guy you play for. Period. And they just didn't love Gunther. They gave up on him.
For sure.
Not that they were good to begin with, but anyways. With that said, I'm with you. It should be 11. We have a tough schedule.
Yes.
And It took me a long time to get off my Raider train and actually start saying, you know what, I got to keep an eye on all these other teams, especially that are in our division, and they're no joke right now. Yeah. They're no joke. Denver got better, San Diego got better, and we had the chance to dominate them last year without a defense. So I'm hoping that we just continue that trend, and 11-6 would be the worst case scenario. We have to go 9-8. We have to go 9-8.
Yeah, at least to go for over 500. So Gruden can still use that. Technically, we got better.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't go. We have to be 9-8. But I mean, I know people are calling for Gruden's head, but remember, Mark said he doesn't know football. Gruden got 10 years.
Mark knows WNBA. Mark knows how to watch them female basketball players run up and down the court, shaking their things. He knows how to take a shot with the WNBA aces. He knows that, don't he?
Hey, let me ask the chat before I go to Mikey real quick. Hey, how would y'all feel about doing a once a week show? I want to bring my brother Oak. I want to bring Night on, man. I want to do a graphic nights. How do y'all feel about doing a graphic night show once a week?
Let's do it.
Put them thumbs up, man, in the comment section. I want to give my boy. I like my guys. That smooth shit, bro. That shit equals out with my craziness. It just works itself out.
The yin and yang.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother, man. Oakland Night.
If you guys got the energy, go for it.
There we go. Mikey, what do you feel, brother? How do you feel? I love it because you're going to be honest. I know how you are. Where do you think we are? I mean, it could be fucking 7-10. It could be whatever, 11-6, 10-7, because we got 17 of them things this year. Where do you think we end up? Where do you think we go?
All right. Well, first off, I want to thank everybody that's been donating to you, spending their hard-earned money on you. Yes. That's a blessing. Thank you for keeping this Raider community alive with support. For everybody that we're even on videos with have donated to me while I've been doing my live streams. Yes. And it's really helped me out in life a lot. So I just wanted to thank all you Raider fans for supporting. I did a prediction video the other day, maybe a week ago, and I had the Raiders starting out strong, kind of finishing soft like they've done the last 2 or 3 years under Con Gruden.
Yeah.
But I believe we always put it. I believe we put it together this year. I think we're going to be 11-6. I really do. I think this is going to be a fantastic first 10 games for the Raiders, and they're going to win 6 or 7 or 8 out of the first 10, and then they're going to falter toward the end. But we're going to make the playoffs, and I believe we're going to be 11-6 because we are 20 years removed from the Super Bowl where Gruden went to Tampa Bay. This is the 20th anniversary of that, and if our defense can get better, at least be mediocre, we got a top 10 offense for sure. And this might be a Tampa Bay Raiders Super Bowl 20 years after the fact.
Here we go.
But this time we got Gruden.
Let's go.
This time we got Gruden.
I love it. Watts, what you thinking, brother? I seen your video. I know you kind of broke it down, but for those who haven't seen it, what you feeling?
Thank you, Blake.
10-7, bro. 11-6 at the moment.
He said simple and plain.
10 games.
That's what it is. Shout out to everybody in the super chats. Just like Mikey said, you already know what we do over here. It's very difficult to read every comment because we all four. Just to have my guys on tonight, I want to have a conversation with my brothers. So thank you guys. I'm not trying to breeze past them. You guys know how we do over here. I appreciate every single thing y'all do. So it is what it is.
We ain't gonna make the playoffs if we win 10 games in our division.
I don't think so.
Yeah. We're probably not even gonna be a wild card at 10-6 or 10-7, whatever how many games we play this year. We have to win 11.
I think the AFC conference, man, is pretty brutal these days. We're definitely a step above what the NFC's been the last few years. So there's possibilities.
Don't you think 11 games to make a wild card nowadays? It feels like
17 games. Yeah.
Hey, Mikey? What do you think about this whole Julio Jones shit show right now going on?
Do it right now.
Let's go.
Con Gruden, get off your ass. Go give a second round pick or 2 of them if you have to. Let's go. Or even the first rounder next year. Go all in on Julio Jones. He's only going to cost us $15 million this year, maybe $20 million next year, but it's not. It's almost the exact amount you were paying Antonio Brown. Go out and do it, dude. We got 15, the team. Go do it.
15 this year. It's 15 this year, 11 next year, and 11 the following year.
Then it's even better.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, with Julio, even this year, Atlanta's probably going to eat some of that cap just to free up some money. So Atlanta says, "Look, we'll give you him. Give us a second and a fifth or some shit. We'll pay half of his $15 million. We pay $7-8 million this year. Boom, cool. I'll take it. You're paying for one of the best receivers when healthy. Come on, man. Mikey, we on the same page, brother.
Again, I mean, it's like the Jerry Rice situation with Gruden. He tried to get Antonio Brown a couple years ago to be his Jerry Rice. Yes. Well, now get Julio Jones. Go all in with Derek Carr in his next 2 years under contract.
Yes.
Give up a first round pick. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you've fucked up how many first round picks already? Let's go. Get Julio.
Yes. Talk that shit, Mikey. The thing is this.
Julio. Let's do it. Let's go.
You want to see? You want to see what Carr got, right? You gave him a defense.
I know what Carr's got. Carr will be an MVP if he's got Julio Jones to throw to, because Julio is like the next best thing to Darren Waller. And Carr loves Waller, and Julio will catch the ball in the end zone. He'll go up for it. Derek Carr will throw him the ball all the time. Henry Ruggs will get open. Get Julio. Do it for 2 years at least. Go all in. That's a winning formula.
Chat gang, I need y'all to flood Mikey's chats from now on and tell him we need more of this energy. We need this once a week from my guy. I don't give a fuck. If I got to fly to LA to go to my brother's apartment to jump in and do a video, I'm going to motherfucking LA. So there we go. Knight, what you think about Julio, brother?
I like it. I like the 2 and 5, the second and the 5th, dude. Like I know there's been rumors about maybe even popping up a first. Look, we have to be smart about it. We still have to think about the future. So a 2nd and a 5th, I'm all in. You think about what we had last year and all the talk about Nelson Aguilar. Nelson Aguilar got those looks early because all the attention was on Waller and what this kid Henry Ruggs was going to be. Both Ruggs and Edwards were injured. It's a long marathon season. We got 17 games. A combination of mixing up him and Edwards along with the speed on the outside with Ruggs, with Waller, with Renfro. Dude, I'm telling you, this is a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. This is not, now I'm going to calm myself down a little bit and say this is not like, this is a Super Bowl pickup right here, right? This is that one piece you're missing, but this will guarantee us a top 8 offense in the NFL. Guaranteed.
I say top 5, but this is
I was trying to be fair, but I was thinking I wanted to say 5, but I'm going to go with 8.
And I like that. Here's where it changes right here. What's up, Watts?
He's all quiet now.
To be honest with you, bro, I'm indifferent to
it. Put the gat away, bro. Put the gat away.
I'm indifferent to getting Julio Jones because
speak your mind, bro.
Listen. I don't think Gruden's smart enough to utilize everybody once we get Julio Jones. So that means somebody gonna have to take a step back for the next 2 seasons. We just drafted 2 wide receivers, but getting him wouldn't hurt the team. It wouldn't hurt us. We still got to think about the money too. We still got to know what the cap gonna look like.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And I mean, we just keeping them for 2 years only.
It forces them to do something with Derek too, though.
Yes. And this is what happens. You get Julio, you extend DC.
And there it is. And I personally want that. I don't know why they haven't done it. I know that they keep holding off for some other miracle, but this would force them to say, DC, you're my man.
Look, you're not going to find a better quarterback at this point. You know, Gruden's not drafting a quarterback. He's not. He's never done that.
Nope.
All these other veteran quarterbacks. I mean, look, Aaron Rodgers is on his way out soon. He's not going to leave Green Bay, and if he does, I'd be fucking shocked. Look, we passed on Tom Brady. It sounded like he could have been a Raider last year if we really wanted that to happen. Let's just be real. And he's still stuck with our guy. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, extend DC now, free up some money, bring in Julio, and give him a top 5, top 8 offense. And then we have a real defense on paper. Now you're saying, let's go all the way the fuck in. I'm with it.
If we were a top 10 scoring offense, right, and we didn't have good red zone, but we had a poor red zone offense, and we had no defense. Could you imagine if we fixed both those problems and add Julio?
Man.
Right.
And another interesting announcement that just came out today pertaining to possibly signing a player like Julio Jones and extending Derek Carr was the 2022 salary cap. They announced the limit, meaning it'll be the limit, and it's $208 million. Yes. So we have a cap this year of only 185. So that means we could technically sign a Julio Jones if we found the 15 million this year, but we could extend it and add value onto next year's salary cap. And give Derek Carr an extension for more money and put some money on the back end and give Julio Jones a contract that he would love to come to Vegas for the next 2 years. So instead of him getting $11 million next year, we up him to 15, 17. He gets $2 or $3 or $4 million more. He's coming to a team with no taxes. How much money is he going to save? Mm-hmm. I mean, this Julio Jones and the Raiders is a match made in heaven.
It is.
Why not go all in? You tried it with Antonio Brown. Now you got 20 more million coming in the salary cap for 2022. Yeah. Go for it, Gruden. But I don't know where he's going to find the 15 million this year unless they give Julio Jones a new contract. You get it? So they trade Julio to the Raiders, and then they immediately start on a new contract where they load up next year, where he gets a bunch of money next year as opposed to this year. We can get Julio. Yeah. Raiders for Julio. Hashtag that motherfucker.
Exactly. Talk that shit. See, the thing right now is, people do your homework. I'm telling y'all now, y'all because people in the chat saying, shout out to my brother Francisco. He says Jalen Richard and Nassib. Atlanta needs to free up money. They don't want to take on contracts. They have $500,000 and can't even pay for the draft class.
Yeah, they can't pay the draft class.
Yeah, that's the problem. So this is what I'm saying. We have $5.5 million right now. You get rid of Jalen Richard. You don't pay a third string running back $3.5 million. That's $8.5 million right there already. If Atlanta says, I'll take half of that, I'll take half of that. We just need half of it to pay for our draft class. That's it. We just need half of it. We'll pay half of the 15. Boom. Julio, we're good to go. It's just it's simple as that. And then you can extend DC too and even create more money because we're gonna want to make a trade. Something's gonna happen during the season. You want to have some type of salary relief where you can be able to create some shit and do some things. But the thing with Julio is he's not an AB because he's a great locker room presence. Like he's a proven. The guy's a TD guy.
He missed 7 games last year due to injury.
Good, he's fresh. Yes. Let's go.
Yes. But, well, he missed 6. He did it 7. Yeah. He played. No, he played 9 games. But the year before that, he played 15. The year before that, 15. The year before that, 14. He hasn't. He plays through injuries. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I would want to have Julio. You got one of the best. Look, we need a red zone threat, man. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of putting up 3 every fucking time we get down in the red zone. Foster Moreau can be that guy as well this year. Don't get me wrong. Kenyon Drake as well. We got some more guys. Foster's back healthy. We got old man Witten out the way. John Brown can do his thing. Willie Snead can do his thing. We need that number 1. Imagine Kenyon. One offseason, you get Kenyon Drake, Julio Jones, Willie Snead on the offensive side of the ball. Like, that is insane to me, bro. Like, we can take this shit to the next level, man.
Again, you can renegotiate Derek Carr. I mean, if Derek Carr wants to prove again he's all in this year, again, renegotiate with Derek Carr, make him take a pay cut for $3 or $4 million, and then again, front load it for next year, and then give him another 3, 4, 5 year contract and prove that Derek Carr's the future with Gruden. You get Julio Jones. I don't know. I'm no mathematician, but that shit sounds like a good formula to me. Julio Jones and the Raiders, bro.
The last time Gruden had this much flexibility, going back to what Watt said about, you don't think Gruden could use him. He used Wheatley, he used Gardner, he used Brown, he used Rice. Dude, he could, he has the right formula. He'll get these guys the ball. And with a 17-week schedule, and after all the injuries we had last year, dude, this loads us up, bro. So we don't want to overfeed somebody. We don't want to overfeed Waller because we're going to need him in the playoffs.
Yes. Let me ask both. Well, I think me and Watt talked about this.
Watt's is so quiet, man.
Watt's chill right now.
I thought Watt would get fired up, but I guess
listen.
Listen, Linda.
Here it is.
Linda.
He got to show that he got it. He ain't got it no more. This ain't 98. He got to show it. So I don't think he can make it all work if we got Julio. And that's just my opinion.
But we had a top 10 scoring offense with no defense last year.
Man, look.
He's better than any wide receiver we got.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't be worth getting. I just don't think Gruden can make it work.
Watts, you know that Brian Edwards has dealt with injuries since high school, right?
Okay.
I'm just saying because I think he could be a number 1 guy, but the injuries that he's dealt with year in and year out, it's very scary to put that kind of pressure on a second-year guy to say, you're our number 1 now. Do what the fuck you're supposed to do. That's very, very tough, man. And I don't think Ruggs at this point is the number one guy.
All right. Okay. Julio is a year older now.
Okay.
Just coming off an injury.
Okay. Well, I remember
way older than Edward.
Okay. But I remember Gruden went out and got a 39-year-old Jerry Rice that was coming off some shit too. And
okay. All right.
39, 7 years older.
That was Jerry Rice though, bro.
This is Julio Jones.
Well, look, watch Raider. I am a half glass empty person as well. I understand every single thing you're saying with Julio Jones, and I don't know if he's got it either. But the point is, Gruden has went out these previous years, gotten rid of our best talent, then he's took chances on weird players, and it hasn't panned out. So why not continue the tradition? Go out, try with an elderly Julio Jones who doesn't want to play in Atlanta anymore. Why not try? And then Julio Jones in his later years, you think any player that's getting old and tired doesn't want to go to Las Vegas every week, party it up in Sin City, try to bring a championship to that team? It's a no-brainer. It's a win-win, regardless if he plays as good as he'll play more than Antonio Brown.
Hey, Watts. Hey, don't we feel old as fuck when we hear everybody say Julio Jones is old at 32? That shit hurts my soul, bro. I'm like, you got.
Look, man.
I know football years is different. I get it, but god damn, I'm like, holy shit, bro.
I mean, that's the same. That's the same reason why I didn't want Aaron Rodgers. For me, it's just like, if we could have got these players when they was like, let's say if we had a chance to get Aaron Rodgers, let's say when he was like 30, he was like 31, 32, I would be for that, because we know we'll have some time to develop with the quarterback. Yeah. Not, I'm gonna play, but if I get hurt, I'm gonna quit.
Yeah.
But you know what bothers my mind? It's the damn Tampa Bay.
I think that if we did get Julio, I wouldn't be against it. But hopefully he will actually come to the team and really produce, though. Not just be a mentor.
Yeah.
Actually produce.
Well, look, he played in 9 games.
Atlanta.
He played in 9 games last year. He played in 9 games and almost had the same amount of stats as Nelson Aguilar. That says a lot.
Okay. Well,
Tyrell Williams was getting
have to run the ball a little bit less than.
Oh no, no, for sure.
Tyrell Williams was getting $11 million to do nothing. Tyrell Williams was getting $11 million to do nothing. Well, give Julio 15 to do something. I'm okay with that.
I mean, at least put him in the red zone.
But you know what pisses my mind is the damn reporters are not even bringing up Vegas, because we only got $4 or $5 million on the salary cap.
I don't want them to talk about us right now.
But Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they got all the money in the world. They're bringing back every single player that cost $20, $40 million. And
Illuminati. It's the Illuminati, man. It's the
and now the Chiefs,
Illuminati.
the Kansas City Chiefs bought an offensive line that was as expensive as the Raiders had 2 years ago. And they're getting quality players, and they're being rumored to still have enough money to get Julio Jones. What the hell is going on? How the hell does Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes on those still have money? I'm telling you,
it's a reason. It's a reason why the Raiders are like, well, they're not the only team in the mix, but it's only a couple teams that they're talking about. So
they're not in the mix. I haven't heard the Raiders once mention Julio.
Trying to get Julio. I mean, there's a lot more teams in a better position than us.
Mikey, so let me tell you, because I know you said you've been kind of just chilling and doing your own thing. We are in a hunt. Like Albert Breer just came out today and said that he thinks that we're going to be the team to get him. It's us. It's Tennessee. I don't think KC at all.
Ravens. I've heard the Ravens.
The Ravens, but they already drafted. They went and got a wide receiver in the first round and got Sammy Watkins, which he's often injured as well. But I don't see them grabbing Julio. There's some other teams. Green Bay. If Green Bay gets him, Aaron Rodgers is like, I will stay forever. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But there is some other teams, man. The Patriots as well. But I'm hearing now that they're kind of like their expectations are a little more lowered. They spent a lot of money on Kevin on Bourne, on Nelson Aguilar, paying him $15 million a year, and they went and got 2 new tight ends and Hunter and they got old boy from Tennessee. So I don't know, man. I just think that Gruden, this is a Gruden move. This is a Gruden move.
Very much so.
You know?
Well, not the recent Gruden. The recent Gruden makes all the wrong moves because this is a right move in my mind. And so this is not a Gruden move. You get it? If it's a right move or move in my mind, Gruden's not going to make it because it's a right move.
Let me ask you real quick, Mikey. Why? Because while we still here with it, who is your guy, man, on both sides of the ball? I want to know who is your guy that's going to show up this year. That guy, like that guy that could be a potential Pro Bowler. And then I want to get the same on the offensive side of the ball. Someone not no Darren Waller, not a DC, like somebody that you're like, oh shit, like he may come out of nowhere and show out.
Well, I mean, just want to let everybody know Mondays with Mikey and Murph. Hopefully we'll come back on June 7th, at least one show a month. And then on my previous show, I do a thing called Bold Predictions before the season starts. And I said Nelson Aguilar was going to be the best wide receiver on the Raiders last year. I said he was going to outscore, outproduce Henry Ruggs, Tyrell Williams, and everybody. And it ended up happening.
Talk that fact shit. Talk that facts shit.
This year, again, regardless of the Julio situation and Darren Waller, it's going to be Willie Snead.
Oh,
Willie Snead. Willie Snead is the beast that knows how to run around and get open. And Derek Carr, he's going to be the best wide receiver for Derek Carr. But again, I want Henry Ruggs to finally be the guy. But I'm just saying Nelson Aguilar fit the bill because he's a veteran presence. He knows how to get open. I think Willie Snead is going to be that guy for Derek Carr this year on the offensive side of the ball. Now, on the defensive side of the ball, ain't no doubt in my mind Cleveland Farrell will be the MVP of the defensive line besides Yannick Ngakoue.
Oh, wow.
This is Cleveland Farrell's year.
Nice.
They're finally moving him to a position of need and value and where he plays good. And it looks like he's going to finally put it all together.
I am for, bro. I love it. I mean, the Willie Snead shit caught me off guard. I'm be honest with you, but I like that. I like the sneaky guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to New Orleans in 2016, week 1, and went out there and seen Willie Snead carve up our defense. Like I was like, this guy is real. I mean, we ended up winning. You know, Crabtree got the 2-point conversion in the end zone to win the game, and we all know. But Willie was killing it, man. When he has a real quarterback, I know he had Lamar Jackson, which is not a throwing guy, and he still has some good stats. Willie could be a sneaky guy. I think John Brown is going to be a guy too, but offensively, man, Kenyon Drake may be that sneaky guy on the offensive side of the ball. But hey, I agree with you on Clee. Clee is that guy. I think he's going to show up 8 to 9 sacks this season. I know that's still kind of humble, but he's great against the run. It showed last year when he went out. That
8 to 9 sacks, really? After having one last year?
I got 8 to 9.
I got maybe 5 to 6, but I got him playing a lot better because he's finally going to be in a position every week instead of moving him around from the left to the right. He's going to stay in the middle now. He's going to be a defensive tackle.
You think so?
Part. Yeah, he already said that in press conferences. He goes, they got me playing interior a lot, and it goes, I think it's going to fit my scheme set.
See, I don't like that because I don't want Yannick and Max playing on the outside. I don't want two guys that can't play the run. That scares me. Like for someone like Clee that can set the edge where you got to kind of man, that makes me nervous right there, man.
But you got to think about it. He played
this though. I say, bro, he can play defensive tackle. That's why he gained all that weight.
Yeah, I know. But you keep him on the end on first and second down. You move him inside on third passing downs, and you light someone on the outside of him.
Talk that shit, Knight. I echo the same sentiment. Exactly.
I think he's going to be interior for the most part on first and second because he has the mentality of an edge rusher, but now with more weight, he's going to be in the interior, and he's going to try to mimic Aaron Donald, man. So, let's 5 to 6 sacks from him.
Yeah, that's a big.
He ain't going to be as good, but 5 to 6 sacks from Cleveland Farrell in the middle now with one of these other players, Malcolm Kuntz playing for Max Crosby when Max Crosby is tired or whatever. They bring in Malcolm Kuntz, whatever, and then we got Yannick Ngakoue. We're okay, man.
I'm telling you, I'm excited.
Should be on the inside.
You might have to start doubling Yannick if he getting through there, you might have to start doubling him. So it's gonna help pick up the middle right there. You know,
I think this is Cleveland Farrell's year, man. I really do. I think it's Cleveland Farrell's year. I really do.
If that happens, then I understand the whole David Irving situation. I get it. But I thought that Cleve was going to move in and out anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like,
sure.
You know what I mean? So
he can do it.
Yeah.
Well, he said they're playing me more. He goes in the interior. They asked him that question. I think it was in the last press conference, and he said that he goes, "They got me playing a little bit more interior now." It doesn't mean he's going to be there all the time. No. You know, if a player gets injured, you know, they're gonna, you know, shoot him out there. But I think it's really gonna work.
The main thing with the Raiders that I see that we doing, we getting, like, when players get hurt, we got players that can play multiple positions.
Yeah, we got depth now. We got pretty good depth.
You know who the kings of that is? That's a Patriot way of football, and that's what he's trying to do.
I mean, you look at our offensive line, every guy on there could play guard, tackle, center. Like, I love it.
Safety's playing weak side linebacker.
Yes.
Right?
And if
they can play corner too.
If we get hurt at safety, move one of them linebackers back. Bring Tyree Gillespie back. Bring Tanner Muse back there. We have guys that we can really kind of, you know, move back and forth. Javen White, which is a guy I'm still high on. You know what I'm saying? Knight, same question, brother. Oh, no, matter of fact, no, hold on. Watts, what you think about that? Like your guy that can show up this year? Because I think Knight pretty much kind of touched a little bit, but
on defense, man, I'm gonna go with Trayvon Mullen.
Okay, I like that.
Offense, like, what you mean? Like, who gonna play the best, or like, what you mean, like a dark horse?
Just somebody that's gonna be a sneaky guy where it's like, he's gonna be pretty much the Nelson Aguilar of the offense this year. Doesn't have to be a wide receiver. It could be anybody. It could be an offensive lineman. It could be Andre James. It could be anyone. And I didn't ask Nike this question. So, okay, there we go.
Kenyon Drake.
There we go.
I'm going to say Kenyon Drake in the passing game.
There we go. The Joker roll. There we go. Now, I didn't ask you this. My apologies, brother.
It's all good.
I need that. What's up? Same question.
I like the Kenyon Drake pick, but I'm going to stick with my guns and say both Ruggs and Edwards did not have a real offseason. Unfortunately, man, some of these players don't come in.
I was going to say one of them, but I was like,
sometimes they get overwhelmed. These receivers, they were getting bullied. And if you look at the tape, right, Ruggs got hurt that first game. Ruggs got hurt and he was never the same. But you saw what he did against the Jets, even though they were in a poor defense. You saw the speed, you saw the big playability. If we get that for 17 weeks from Ruggs, and you bring in Julio Jones that could take a lot of that pressure off, there's your Nelson Aguilar right there, and he's much faster. So I think Ruggs has a shot. I really do with his speed. And if you look what he did in college, the guy don't drop passes. So that guy has the potential to be that guy. And as much on the defensive side as I want to bang the table for Abram, because I think he's going to be something special this year. This guy I'm going to mention is not going to be a Pro Bowler or anything, but he's a guy that I got my eyes on because I think he fits exactly what Gus Bradley wants, and that's Isaiah Johnson, the cornerback, dude. He has the side. He has the speed. He's very athletic. You saw what he did in that Charger game at the last play of the game. He's fired up, man. He fits exactly what Gus Bradley's looking for. He's got the size, and he's going to be a little sneaky. It's his third year coming in. It's his opportunity. It's really his opportunity to make something happen this year.
I got another guy, man, that I think is going to be a Pro Bowler this year. I've been saying this since this offseason. Just what Gus Bradley's just him being there alone. I think that Littleton's going to be a Pro Bowler this year. I think the only reason I didn't mention Littleton is because he was already proven with the Rams. He had a few good years. Clea is going to be that guy for me. But I think Littleton is going to be that guy at linebacker that's going to set the tone for us. And Nick Wachowski's he's going to show up and show out as well. I mean, I think that Morrow is going to be good, but I think that he's just here for the year. That's why we drafted Devon Diablo. I think he's going to end up taking Nicholas Morrow's spot eventually next year. I don't see us extending this guy. I know he's okay in coverage. He had some good sacks last year, but the thing was, he was the only guy familiar at the linebacker position with Paul Gunther's system. Like Nick Wachowski didn't play under him. Littleton didn't play under him. So Nicholas Morrow was gonna be the one to outshine them guys regardless. You know what I'm saying? Jack Kenna, I got you, brother. That's the next question. I promise you, brother. But yeah, man.
Willie Speed.
There we go.
When's the last time we had a problem where we all had to sit there and really think about who's going to be the sneaky player? We're loaded. It's been a while since I could say I feel like we're loaded this year.
I love it, and I
nickname him. Nickname him Willie Speed, please.
There we go. One question, real quick, because I know my guy asked your starting corners this year. Watts, I want you to start with this because I know we feel a little different about it, but we got to go there. What's up?
Arnett.
Where at?
And Mullen. Arnett on the outside. Casey Hayward in the slot.
Okay.
The next corner.
Asul.
Maybe if Douglas make the team. The next corner up right there.
Isaiah.
Isaiah in the mix, but for me, the thing about Isaiah is, I think he more of a zone type.
That's what we play. That's why I say he's gonna fit Gus. That's what Gus does. Drops him back. It's not man no more.
But talk that shit, Knight.
He gonna need the playing time, is what I'm saying.
I get it.
So if Douglas get cut, then I would think Isaiah Johnson will be the next corner up, is what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But I think Douglas got a little edge because he a veteran.
Don't be shocked if Isaiah Johnson plays a little safety this year too.
Okay,
we only got one starting corner. That's
safety too.
Oh, go! Hold on, Mikey, talk that shit. Let me hear what you're talking about.
I'm just saying. You're asking who's going to be the corner. We don't have one starting corner, Watts Raider. We barely have one. His name is Casey Hayward. Okay. Let's be honest. Look at the history of Arnett, of Mullen, of Isaiah Johnson, whoever else is on the roster. They're not, they're not starters. They're
Mullen is the number one corner because he made the most plays out there at corner.
They're not starters yet, bro. Until they really start continuously
producing. It don't matter. It don't matter though. He under contract. We paying him. He got to get out there and play.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
I got Mullen as our number 2. I got Casey Hayward playing number 1 on the outside, and I got Damon Arnett playing that slot.
Wow.
Yeah, I got Arnett and Hayward as starting cornerback.
What'd you say? What?
We gonna see if he can keep up. Hopefully he will.
Hey, people tend to forget how fast that Arnett is, man. He had a slow 40. Yes, man. Look, he could play the slot, but this
is how the Legion of Boom was born. So just keep this in mind. A guy like Richard Sherman's not a fast dude, man.
No.
Right. And that's why he had to play with a chip on his shoulder. But Gus Bradley's 1 deep safety with the corners playing off the line of scrimmage, playing that zone coverage, fits exactly what David Arnett can do and what Mullen can do. If you watch Mullen's super aggressive. He's super aggressive, dude. Yes, and when they play him man to man, he gets caught a lot. But if he's dropping back in the zone, when he reads that quarterback like he likes to do, he's going to have more room and time to take a break on the ball, especially if we're getting a pass rush. So, I mean, I'm being really optimistic, and here I go again. But I just feel like some of the aggressive youngness of this football team from the cornerback position is going to fit really well into Gus Bradley's scheme. They're not going to be asked to fight at the line of scrimmage. Know your routes, drop back, and make a play to the ball.
I'm not comfortable having a 31-year-old in the slot in today's NFL. I'm sorry. I don't want to have Casey Hayward in the slot. I think he will get cooked. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I don't see him matching up with tight ends and doing and slot guys. I don't know, man.
I mean, Gus Bradley's the new coach. They brought Casey Hayward in instead of Melvin Ingram. That's for a damn reason. They brought Casey Hayward in because they don't have as much faith in Arnett or Mullen.
And they're going to throw him a whistle. They're going to throw him a whistle.
I'm just telling you, Arnett.
I mean, I look at it like they trying to see really. They trying to push Arnett. I think they're trying to push him so he can take that role, and then wherever Casey Hayward going to play, he's going to play.
Well, Arnett and Abram need to stop being the two fucking peacocks. Fucking annoys the hell out of me. Dyeing their hair red, yellow, and purple, looking like 6ix9ine, that damn rapper. All the rappers nowadays look like Rainbow fucking Bright. What happened to West Coast rap? What happened to the real rap from back in the day? The Watch Raider type rap, when they were really beefing against society. Nowadays, they're wearing Rainbow Bright, Punky Brewster clothes. What the hell is going on? Jonathan Abram, Damon Arnett, they get together, they peacock together, they go out to nightclubs.
Mikey, this is why you are needed. Stop playing, bruh. And Julia, I read.
They gotta show up though. They do.
I brought up both your super chats, brother. I can't. We got 4 guys. Like, this the OG edition. I want my brothers to talk tonight. I appreciate the chats, but we here tonight. You feel me?
No, you can take viewer questions maybe like in the last 20 minutes. You can take like viewer questions, bro.
And we're gonna do that for sure. I just want my brothers to get their shit off. And real quick, we're almost 400 in the chat right now. If you guys can stop, go subscribe to Night of the Shield. Go subscribe to On Air Nation. Go subscribe to Watch Raider. 3 GOAT Raider channels on YouTube. Please, y'all, leave this motherfucker right now. Go do that and come back. And we're good. But yes, there we go. But I'm excited to have my bros in. Let's get the questions, man. Let's get them in real quick then. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
All right.
Let me see. What was real quick though, while we get the questions in. So what do you guys think Carl Nassib's role is in his defense?
Can I get some water, please? That's what his role is going to be. He's going to be Gatorade.
Water sucks. The water
sucks. Yeah.
The water.
I don't know, really, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, we could blame Gunther again if we want to. He's definitely overpaid.
Wasn't Carl Nassib released?
No.
Ooh.
One of them white dudes was released. I'm just saying.
he has a skill set. He's not a very consistent player. Maybe special teams. I mean, his contract is what hurts him the most. But he can get after the quarterback in the right situation. So if we have to keep him, just got to hope for the best. But I don't expect much for him. But maybe just passing out the Gatorade.
Well, there you go. Cut him and get money for Julio. Shit.
I think he's a cap. Maybe you maybe can use him on the goal line. Maybe I don't know.
Jack, you got to chill, bro. First of all, we just responded to your question, King. I don't know what you mean. Remember your roots. You don't have to tell me to remember my roots. I got it tattooed all over me, brother. I know where I'm from, so let's just chill with the negativity just a little bit, King. We just talked about the cornerback position, so just relax, brother. Relax. Go back and watch the video when it's done, and you'll see that we literally just for the past 10 minutes talked about who was going to start at corner in the slot and all that. So, yeah, man. Goddamn, chill, brother. Fuck.
Yeah, I think we get $5 million if we cut Carl Nassib. He has a $10 million contract.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's getting paid $7 million or $8 million next year because we restructured him, but he still doesn't deserve it. The thing I like about Carl Nassib, he's 6'7", 6'8". He could bat down balls, and you maybe gonna get 4 or 5 sacks from him at the most. He's not a guy that's gonna put up 10 or 12 on the board, but he can be a situational guy here and there. Yeah. But he was best in that 3-4 in Tampa when he was standing up. I mean, when he got his hand in the dirt, I just kind of don't really see it. You know what I'm saying? But we're paying him a lot of money, so he better do something. I mean, shit, look, we would have got rid of him. He knows that too.
Yeah, we kind of got to eat that.
I kind of thought he was gone. I thought he was gone already.
Ready to tape. I mean, go ahead, Watts.
He ain't a starter though. I'll tell you, I can say that he's not a starter. But
no, he's not a starter for sure.
He had a couple plays. But he also had a couple plays where, like
they benched him, didn't they last year? Didn't they bench him?
Standing up, if he's not standing up, he's not gonna be able to keep up. He better standing up.
We play that wide technique too. He might.
Didn't they bench him, Watch Raider? I thought they benched him like for one game last year or something like that.
Yeah, he was like a healthy scratch a couple games. John Gruden.
That's a bad contract, man. $10 million, whatever he's getting. Oh my gosh!
And lower to the store. Break that down,
like starter money right there.
Hey, how is he underrated? Break it down because I want to hear this. I'm loyal to the soil. I want to hear it because at this point he's overrated. Like with that kind of contract, like what the fuck you like? All right, bro. Graphic. People been saying that Crosby's looking small. I think he's going to be a beast now that he's healthy. What do you think? I think that Max will thrive being a situational pass rusher. If he doesn't have to play against the run and be beat up, people don't tend to forget that he played damn near every down.
Every down.
Yep.
Yeah, with that frame that he has. So if you bring him in on third downs, he's going to get 10 plus sacks this year. I'm telling you now, Max will be better with Yannick and Clee playing on the outside.
Easy,
instantly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And we got, too. Yeah, real talk. Shout out to my brother Nick McBride. Let me see. Hey, Nassib does have some wings on him. I'll tell you that. Let me see. Nassib has the highest win rate because he only saw like 30 snaps last year or something silly.
Yeah, he didn't play that much, man.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't. I mean, bro, with healthy scratches, like, bro, with that defensive line,
a few games. Yeah.
Bro, with that defensive line.
But Chucky did it, but Chucky ended up putting bums up in there for another position though. He was doing that too. Healthy scratches, putting bums out there.
So we got Yannick Ngakoue, we got Malcolm Kunch possibly, we got Max Crosby and Carl Nassib. Technically, like from the offset, without looking at the roster, they look like our possible 4 best starting defensive edge rushers, correct?
Pass rushers.
Vickers as well. He'll play defensive end. He'll play a little bit of defensive tackle, but I think they're going to move him more to the end because we have Quentin Jefferson, Solomon Thomas.
I think Hobbs can beat out Nixon and Lawson though.
Oh, for sure, bro. To be honest, I was a huge fan of Keyshawn Nixon out of South Carolina. Let him go, bro.
I was too, but he hasn't improved though to me
at all. Yeah, he needs to go. Let me see. Hayward in the slot wouldn't play deep. The slot corner is told to cover the flats.
Exactly, Nate. Exactly. That's the reason why I say he could play the slot, though. That's the main reason.
Hey, shout out my brother Icy Nate for smoking my boots with that comment. I respect your gangster king. Yeah. Go back to the car extension graphic. Okay, so look, we talked about it, but at the end of the day, okay, what is a reasonable in this?
They probably ain't gonna do it until. Is this the last year?
No.
No, he has 2 more years.
They're gonna do it next year, probably.
I mean, definitely, but if you're going to bring in Julio and restructure a deal for Julio, which I think you should, because you need to get money. We don't have enough money to get Julio. If you're going to get Julio, you got to restructure Carr right now. That's it. Or you got to release Carl Nassib or do something. I don't know.
So what? 30? What we talking? Like 30? We talking like 35 mil? 30 mil? 35 mil?
Like 32 to 35, 32 to 35, somewhere around there.
For Carr?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean,
he won't get more than 30.
In today's climate, when you're a top 10 quarterback,
he's not a top 10 quarterback, according to every damn. To us, he is. But he barely
get number 30.
Whoa. Statistically, last year, DC.
Yeah, he hit number 10.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just saying, like, Derek Carr should probably take one for the team. They should figure out a contract. To pay them on the back end, whatever. And I think he'll do that. But if they bring in Julio, they need to restructure Carr. But I don't think he'll get more than 30 a year. I don't think he will.
So a 10 million upgrade.
Well, yeah, plus he's going to get more money up front or a longer deal,
Yeah.
The crazy thing is I think DC and his character would take it. And
that's what I mean. Yeah, he would.
Well, and again, I mean, DC unfortunately is the Matthew Stafford of the AFC. He's just been one of those guys that's been on a poor team, man. I mean, our only knock. Let's really talk about the only knock on DC is he hasn't won a playoff game and hasn't. He took us to the playoffs. He was a part of taking us to the playoffs. Yes. That's the biggest knock. If this guy was in the playoffs and playing and winning some playoff games, even if we're not even sniffing the AFC Championship game, everybody's tone would be different. Because he knows Gruden's offense. He's improved every single year. Yep. And what we saw last year was just the tip of the iceberg, because now with the defense, he's going to have the ball in his hands more opportunities. And just Gruden's a grinder. And I know that's your favorite boy, Mikey. I'll get you a Gruden shirt. But look, he grinds, right? He's going to fix that red zone. Yeah, we'll do it a Con Gruden.
I'm gonna print that damn shirt somehow.
I'm do it.
Con Gruden.
I got one. So I can't even talk. I got a Chucky shirt.
That's the perfect comparison, though, Knight. Because Gruden, like Carr and Matthew Stafford are the guys that like always lead their team back in the fourth quarter. Like these guys are the guys that when you want somebody to have the ball in the fourth quarter to bring your team back with them weak ass defenses that both those teams had. Matthew Stafford and DC are the two guys that is always 2016. People tend to forget. I always hear people, we were 12-4. DC came back like 7 or 8 times. Like he led the league in coming back.
And we went on a winning streak that season. Yeah, we went on a winning streak.
Yes.
Do you guys think Carr is going to regress this year with the new offensive line? Be honest.
That's a good question, Mikey. We're talking about
if folks start getting hurt.
I like that. I like that question, though.
Yeah, it's an unknown. It's an unknown phenomenon. I have faith. I have faith in Cable. You saw what Cable did last year, dude. Yeah, we were duct taping that offensive line every week, and I just kind of feel if they could do that, then I think they're on to something more than we believe. Like I think Sanjeet just did a video that broke that down pretty well. Like everybody's sleeping on our offensive line. I want to say they're not. They can't sleep on something we don't know. We got we know what Colton Miller is. We know what Incognito is, and that's about it. Yeah. We don't know where Good's going to be at exactly. Right?
I think DC takes a step up to 4,300 yards this year, and you know why? Because
we have an extra game.
4,300 yards. That's like 375 a game.
Well, he had 4,000 last year. I mean, so let's be real.
I mean, he
barely went over 4,000
in the game.
We have an offensive line that is great against the run. Like we have two number one running backs.
If Gruden will just throw the ball when we inside the red zone, maybe he get some more yards.
Look, that running game is going to open up the passing game like crazy this year.
And here's a crazy stat, right?
Yeah.
What does John Gruden love to do?
Run the ball.
Run the ball, right? Especially when we got a lead. So if you look at Carr's numbers, especially that first half of the season, how many yards did he leave on the field because we were running the ball more? So I've always said if Gruden would just open up the offense more often, and I know he would throw the ball up more, and there'd be more yards there too.
Yeah.
Listen, he had almost 30 touchdowns with what we did do. He almost had 30 touchdowns passing, and
bigger plays down the field
that got taken back
because they went down the field more and they got.
He could have had like
they're going to have more
40 touchdowns, bro. Easy last year, but Chucky
runs the ball. He runs the ball. That's what he do. We know it's coming. Like he doesn't even hide it.
In DC
every drive though. He was still rated the number 2 deep ball quarterback of last year.
Isn't that crazy?
You guys want to hear an interesting stat about our offensive line?
Talk that shit, Mikey.
Well, no, I saw this. I might not say the number correctly, but Colton Miller was ranked. He wasn't ranked in the top 65 offensive linemen. He wasn't even ranked inside the top 65 offensive lineman on the left side or left tackle or whatever it was. But Richie Incognito was in the top 15 at that guard position.
But he only played 2 games.
I know, but I'm just saying it's really weird how Colton Miller is a quality starting left tackle for our team. Yeah. And then the reporters and the PFF and all that won't even put him in the top. If there's only one left tackle per team, that's 32 left tackles, but you include the right tackle position, that's 64. So Colton Miller did not even make the starting lineup of any tackle position, whether it be right or left, because he was number 65. So that means they don't even consider Colton Miller a starting tackle in today's NFL, and that really pisses me off.
But on the car, how many sacks Colton Miller done gave up? Maybe 1 or 2.
I mean, who damn know? Let Conjit break it down.
I think it was about 2, right?
It was 1 or 2 last year.
That's pretty damn good.
That's really good.
We're only going to go as far as Derek Carr and his confidence this year, because our offensive line, again, I'm not saying they're as good as last year or they will be as good, we're definitely going to regress. I don't care which. In some areas, we're going to regress. We might get better in the run game and a little bit worse in the pass game. But as the season goes along, they are going to build a chemistry and they are going to figure it out. And Oakland Knight, you're 100% correct when you said what Tom Cable built with this team. Tom Cable is probably the best offensive line coach in the entire NFL for what he's done with Seattle and players that don't even help out Russell Wilson, and they still go to the playoffs almost every year. Mm-hmm. So I love our offensive line. We got cheaper, we got faster, we got younger. But Derek Carr's confidence is going to be tested early.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No, Derek Carr's confidence. Derek Carr has a confidence issue. When he's confident, he feels like the team has his back, and he's not worried about being sacked or anything, and he knows he's leading the team. He's an MVP quarterback. But if he starts the season with our offensive line barely trying to get it together, and he gets sacked early and often, it's going to be a bad day for Derek Carr.
I saw a fantastic quote saying, everybody wants Carr to run more. Well, here you go.
There it is. It's all up to Derek Carr. Right. I mean, every year, like you said, over 4,000 yards, almost, the best player for the Raiders, but he just doesn't quite pass the NFL caliber quarterback test.
And the thing is how
makes other players better.
He's in the top 10, bro. If not,
how good was Kansas City's offensive line last year?
Bad.
And what game did they play? Well, okay, but they were there.
But that's why they lost the Super Bowl.
Well, exactly. I mean, I don't want to have that scenario for us. I'm just saying that, I don't think our offensive line is going to be as bad as we assume it's going to be. And even if it is, they're going to have some growing pains. I think the rest of the team around them is that good. So as long as they could run block, which is what they're banking on, I think it'll all come together.
I actually think our offensive line is going to be a strength for us next year.
Yeah, I think that's.
No, I believe so too, but I still have worries because we could go either way. We could either get better or get worse.
I know, bro. But that was my worry after all this shit. I was like, oh, this young O-line. But then I went back and I really looked at the film and I looked at like the statistics of our O-line last year. They were bad. Mm-hmm. We did not have a good O-line last year, and DC still showed up and showed out. So Jacob still went over 1,000. I mean, we still did our thing. So, I think that look when they said that Cable literally handpicked Leatherwood, I knew I was comfortable. At first, reach. I'm like, I was in Cleveland, bro. I was there at the draft watching.
Did you hear the rumors?
I was watching you.
They did not let John. There's rumors going around. I cannot say that this is true or not, but they did not let John Gruden in the draft room for the first round when they made the pick. It was on Pro Football Talk again. Whether you like that show or not, they said it. They said that you can
pay $100 million. I don't believe that shit at all. But I love it.
If you watch the video of them picking Alex Leatherwood and shaking hands and all that, Gruden is not in the room. So I mean, the rumor could have some merit, but it's interesting. It's an interesting thought, guys. But
Gruden has to sign the card. Gruden has to sign the card before they bring it up.
I believe you guys, but I'm going to end it with this again. This might be the first time in 3-4 years under Gruden that Derek Carr is going to go into the season as the starting quarterback. What do I mean by that? Because the entire press and reporters and analysts every damn year, ever since Gruden came to this team, has said Carr will be traded. Carr is not Gruden's guy. And now into the 5th year?
4th.
Unless we get Aaron Rodgers, everybody knows Carr is Gruden's guy for this year. Mm-hmm. Carr knows it now too. So this is going to be the first time that maybe Carr doesn't have to worry about some of this bullshit and trying too hard. So we're only going to go as far as Derek Carr's confidence this year.
True.
Every year, Derek Carr's got new wide receivers to try to learn, to try to coach. Every year, he seems to get new offensive coordinators, blah, blah, blah. And then now he's only had Darren Waller for the previous 2 or 3 years. If we get Julio Jones, that'll just add that much more to Derek Carr's confidence. And I don't even care about our offensive line. Derek Carr will finally will it to win it, and he will be the MVP.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick. This is my last question, man, because Shout out to the 400 people in the chat, man. I love you.
Damn, you got that many people live? My goodness.
Much love, nation.
I haven't seen 400 people in a live stream for like 5 years. That's amazing.
Hey, Junior, wow. If you really want one, King, I'll send it to you. I promise you, bro. I don't know what you mean by that, but I got you. Real quick.
I think he asked a question. I think Junior asked a question he probably really wanted answered.
Oh, shit. My bad. Look, bro, tonight was one of these shows. I did not want to answer every single question because I wanted to talk to my guys. I don't think y'all really understand. I've never been able to get Oakland Knight and Raider on a show. So you guys got to bear with me, man. Y'all got to chill out a little bit. All right, real quick, though. Real quick. Knight, I'm going to start this with you, bro. How did you become a Raider fan, brother?
I love this one, man. Growing up, man, I was born in Fremont, California. Grew up in Hayward. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Grew up in the Hayward. Just buried my grandfather up there last year. So he was 90s, though. Yeah. So, but, you know, my grandfather was a diehard Raider fan. He had season tickets back in the 70s. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's from the latest memory, man. I remember just sitting on his lap. I learned my first cuss word watching that football with that guy. It was just a staple in our home. It was Raider football all day, and it's just never gone away. So it's a big tribute to my grandfather. I didn't have a father growing up. He was my dad. So it's a tribute to him. It's a tribute to my DNA and my life and who I am. So
it's my brother, man. It's somebody that grew up without a mom and dad. I feel you on that, brother. Mm-hmm. I feel you. My grandmother raised me, man. So I feel you, bro. Like, shout out to my guy up, man. Oakland, bro. We have to talk, man. I want to talk a lot more, brother. Mikey, same question, brother. Because, you know, for those who don't know, which, you know, we're all Raider fans. You know, my boy Mikey was out there, man, in the Hollywood scene, killing the game, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, no, stop that. Give yourself more credit, King. How did you become a Raider fan?
I'm going to have to plead the fifth, man, on this one, because there's too many spiteful Raider fans that say you're not a Raider, Mikey Raider, you've never been a Raider. And then
Your name is Mikey Raider. Fuck all that. How did you become a Raider fan?
But they quote my story all the time, and they make it look really, really bad. And then people read that comment or whatever, and then they catch on to it. Like, you should have been born a Raider. You're once a Raider, you were born a Raider. Like, that's not my case. I wasn't born a Raider. I mean, of course I was born a Raider, because otherwise they wouldn't have became my team for life as I grew up. So we're all born Raiders. But, like, I mean, I was watching football as a little kid at home, and now I'm going to tell you the story. And if you guys want to use it against me, then go fuck yourself.
No, talk that shit. Fuck that.
But, I mean,
we got you, Mikey.
It was the 1980s, you know, and on every week was either Notre Dame college football or it was the 49ers. That's 100%. It's Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, man. I was watching. They were going to Super Bowls every year. Then Steve Young came in. That's what I was watching. You know, and then we had the Raiders in LA, but they were not doing so good publicly back in those days. And of course, I believed all the media hype from reporters, you know, oh, you'll get stabbed, you'll get shot if you go to an LA Raider game and this and that. And, you know, my brother started going to Laker games with friends of his and started going out and about. And I would always stay home, watch Saturday Night Live, wake up for, you know, football, whatever football games were on. And it was always the 49ers or a team like that was on TV. Because it was blacked out. You get it? They couldn't show the Raider games. So I kind of grew up watching the 49ers. But I believe it was like 1988. They drafted Bo Jackson, and I love that storyline. Then they got Tim Brown, and he took a kickoff in his first year, and I saw the highlights on The Machine. There was a TV show on NBC called The Sports Machine. Mm-hmm. And I just fell in love with Tim Brown and Bo Jackson. And then in 1990, I believe it was 90, my grandfather picked me up one day, real early Sunday morning, woke me up. He said, come with us. I'm like, where are we going? He's like, shut up and come with us. We ended up going to the LA Coliseum to watch the Raiders versus the Broncos. He took me to a football game because he knew I loved football. He bought me a foam finger, a hot dog, and we watched the Raiders need to win that game to go to the wild card the next week versus those same Denver Broncos. I had the time of my life. The Raiders won. I saw Tim Brown. I don't remember if Bo Jackson was on the team, but I saw Tim Brown. We won. We were going to the wild card, and I wanted to go to the wild card game the next week. Mm-hmm. And then I went home. I had the time of my life, man. I knew I was a Raider then and there. You know, the cheering, the shaking of hands, and then my grandfather passed away within a day and a half of that event.
That's a story right there, though, brother.
He took me. He made me a Raider, and I'm a Raider.
That's life,
shit.
Baby.
I'm a Raider.
Hey, shout out to Junior Martin, man, or Marion, bro. You was a ho-ho, bro.
Thank you, Callie.
Hey, and I just inboxed you, King. If you want your bread back, bro, I didn't know we had that many pussies in the nation, bro. It's really some weird shit. But shout out to my brother Mikey, man. Real talk though, brother. Hey, my story is this. I never had a dad. He was a crackhead, right? Mm-hmm. He used to come by in his car randomly when I was 4 years old. And it had a Raiders logo on the gas tank. And when I seen it, the third time it just stuck on me like, that's me. That's me. Like, that's me. 4 years old, that's me. And it was over after that. It was over. Like, it was just like everything after that, my whole room, my grandmother.
Logo is sick, man.
Yeah, everything in my room was Raidered out. My grandmother used to take me to Oko, watch the games, you know what I'm saying, do all that shit. Like, from that point, I just lost my mind. It was just like, this is what it is. And I grew up in the situations of Jeff Hostetler's and the Tom Marinovich's. And,
those are people I start to remember, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, it hurt my soul. I didn't even know how to. I didn't.
Jeff George, brother. Jeff George.
Yes, bro. I didn't like Nick Bell was my favorite running back growing up.
Nick Ball,
bro.
Oh, Bell. I'm sorry. You're right. I have like 800 of his rookie cards. You're right.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen were my guys when I was very young.
Nick Bell.
But Nick Bell was my guy. Him, James Jett, and then Napoleon Kaufman was my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just like I didn't know how to fucking even felt to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I knew that shield just hit differently, bro. Like, it hit differently. I looked at it and was like, that is me. I see at 5 years old, my auntie used to do this little clothing shit, and she put my face on the shield. That's why it's my shit to this day. This is a new and improved one. But like when I was a young kid, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up with your story, King? I think I know what it is already, but I want you to tell the game what it is.
All right. Well, I'm gonna just say this, man. From what I remember, I was at the crib. I was probably about 6 years old, somewhere around there. And my dad was watching the game on TV. The Raiders was playing the Seahawks.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Hey, you want to sit down and watch the game with me?" So I was just watching it. At that time I wasn't really just interested in football, to be honest, but I was interested in sports in general. So I watched the game, and that was the game when Bo Jackson went off.
In the locker room?
So he ran to the locker room? Yeah. That was the game. So Pops, he was just telling me like the players on the Raiders. He was like, that's Marcus Allen, that's this and that. So I was kind of curious. So maybe like a couple days later, he was like, "You want to go?" I'm like, yeah, let's go. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna get the tickets through my job," because he was a bus driver for the city. So he got the tickets like cheap.
Because you grew up in Watts, right? You grew up in Watts officially, right?
South Central, borderline Watts right there. That's where I went to school, high school and everything. So he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the game." He's like, "You like the Raiders?" I was like, I like their colors, So he took me to the game. They played the Broncos. That's why to me the Broncos.
Wait, did we go to the same game?
Nah,
seriously.
Nah. I don't know. I just remember it was Denver, though. I remember it was Denver, and then
might have been 1990, brother. Let's go.
Nah. This was probably like 88. This was probably like 88 or like 87 season.
Yeah.
When he took me to my first game. Yeah. So after that, I would go to maybe like 2 games a season after that, and then when they moved back to Oakland, I really didn't go to no games until I was just old. Like I just followed the Raiders, but I didn't never really go up there to Oakland because I didn't know nobody who lived up there in Oakland like that, to be honest. So
look me up, bro.
Yeah, I know. But that was before. That was just before YouTube and all that. So really, when I started doing YouTube, I was looking at a program. I was doing a video or something. I was looking at a Super Bowl program for the Raiders, the game that they played versus the Eagles. And I looked at the birthday, and it was my birthday. So at that moment, everything came full circle. I just thought about everything, and I was
So
like,
your birthday is the anniversary of the Eagles Super Bowl, huh? And the Raiders. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was born on the day the Raiders beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. I was born that morning, and then they won that day. So
that's dope.
Like with that kind of pushed me as far as like with this. When I really realized that, I was like, man, ain't no mistake. The Raiders my team.
Hey, Watts, I want you to know real quick, bro. This is how crazy this Raiders shit is, right? This guy that just put a donation in, but I put it on the screen. He sent me a picture. I have oaklasvegas.com if y'all want to, grab some clothes. He said, keep my order and keep the money. I don't want it. When I tell you, Mikey, let me tell you something, brother. You are not the only one, King, that deals with this weirdo shit. Trust me, brother. Look. Let me tell y'all something real quick. There's 3 guys on this channel right now. Don't get me wrong. Oakland Knight, his channel is meant for everybody. Everybody. Me, Mikey Raider, and Watts, we're not meant for everybody. We're not. Don't get me wrong, Oakland. You speak your shit too, but you're just such a good-hearted guy. We are as well, but we talk crazy. And this shit ain't meant for everybody, bro. Like, if you don't want to be a part of it, bro, shout to the almost 500 people. We almost had almost 500 people in the chat. You, bro, like, come on, dog. You just
look. I look at it like this, bro. I look at it like this. As long as you got more love than hate,
always,
you're doing all right. You're doing all right.
I'm gonna give Junior's. He ordered a coffee mug, a shirt, and a sweater. I'm gonna give it away. I'm gonna do a sweep. I'm gonna do something on the channel where I'm gonna give the shit out.
But yeah, that's how I became a Raider fan, man. Really, my dad. You know what I'm saying? And then, to be honest with you, I started watching Al Davis too, like when he would do interviews, and he kind of had an influence on me too, like as far as just like really buying into it. So I can say like Al Davis and my pops.
There's a video on YouTube if you guys look it up. It's if you go to Raider John's channel, Confessions of a Raider Fan, and you go.
He's another guy that that been through the life with us. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to show respect to him as well, man. I miss you, Raider John.
Do you remember his Raider story, Mikey? When we did what does the shield mean to you? When we did that back in the day, his story. That is the most. He kind of
blew up in our minds, yeah.
Yeah, hey, you go listen to that video and John's story about what the shield means to him, and I ain't even going to spoil it. You have to go watch that video. It is the best Raider story I've ever heard in my whole life.
That's the title. Raider John called "What Does the Shield Mean to You?" And it inspired a bunch of YouTubers to make the exact same video called "What Does the Shield Mean to You?" and where they express their views.
Can you send that to me tonight, brother? I want to do a video. I want to do one, and I'm gonna shout out him. I didn't know of his channel until I seen your video where you was like, where he knocked down the beer with picking the offensive player in the first round of the draft. I love that, man. I went and subscribed to him instantly after that. Send me that video. Yes, I would love to. I want to bring him on the show as well, because this is what we do over here. Look, I don't want anybody to feel like I used to be that guy. Fuck all that. We're all the guy right now.
That's right.
That makes no sense, bro. Watts is as relevant as me. Right? But come on, bro. Oakland Knight, bro, Mikey Raider, both of you guys are as relevant as me, man. All that shit, Mikey. Only reason I brought that negativity up was because I wanted you. I usually don't do that, but I wanted you to understand, my brother, we all deal with it. You know what I mean? And we deal with it differently. Like, who cares, bro? Like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who cares, bro? Like, at the end of the day, we are doing something that people love. And, bro, the stories I get in my inbox where people are like, brother, like, you inspired me to start a channel. I had a few guys tell me that I saved their life. That's just crazy. Just to be able to be like, we do great things for the nation, brother. Mikey,
Definitely,
brother.
Definitely, bro.
You are needed in the nation, brother.
I appreciate it. It's just it's not only the Raider stuff. It's just
I know. No,
it's
I know.
personal demons, brother. It's personal demons.
I get that, and I want to talk to you at some point about that later on. Me and you can talk.
Man, I don't like to talk to nobody. Leave me the fuck.
But see, that's the problem, though, King. Let me, if you knew my life story and you knew what I came up from and what the shit I dealt with, you and seeing how I'm still going, you be like, damn, bro, like, you know what? Fuck it, like, bro, like. Life ain't easy, King. It's not easy at all.
No,
but like, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite because I have drinking alcohol on camera. I do it like once a year, like during the draft. But again, I get mad when I watch you drink. And it doesn't mean you're a bad guy or I hate you or anything. It's just because I grew up with an alcoholic brother that has ruined a lot in my life. Yeah. And then on top of that, as a YouTuber, I have that stupid feeling sometimes in the back of my mind that I got to be better for the people that are watching, and I don't want to promote any of that stuff. So when sometimes I do drink or I do foolish stuff, you don't know how bad I feel after. Like I feel like I'm like Satan or something, you know.
Mikey, let me tell you something real quick, brother. There has been entire lives that I had to like literally delete. There's been videos I was like, oh, what the fuck was I doing? You know what I'm saying? I went sober for 2 years last year. Like it was the year like I started drinking again last year. You know what I'm saying? I stopped for 2 years. And it wasn't because, it was an issue. Like, bro, I grew up, bro, I was drinking 40s when I was 14. You know what I'm saying? It's just real shit. My dad is a dope fiend, bro. I grew up in a household where motherfuckers was drunk, smoking weed, crack, all that shit. Like, it's regular shit to me. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, brother. Like, I don't want to trigger you at all.
I'm just trying to explain like how I feel.
No, I get it.
That's what I feel. You know,
yeah.
It's really
and I get it. But brother, you can talk to me about that. Like, see, tonight, if I would have knew that.
But it's your channel. What? Like, I have no place to say anything.
That. This is our channel. If I would have knew you felt like that, I want to drink on the live tonight. I want to drink. I would have not had a drink.
I no longer live with my brother, so I don't have to see it every day of my life. So now it don't bother me. And I love you, brother. There's no claim. But I'm just explaining me as a human being. That's how I am. So, like, I don't go out to parties sometimes because I don't want to be the person to tell other people, like, oh, you know what? I don't think drinking is good or I don't think drugs are good because I am that type of person. But I don't think I have any claim to tell people that. But I'm saying that's what I deal with on YouTube. Like, so when I watch Chat Sports and Mitchell Renz and they do like a beer festival and then they get drunk and, on camera and then they're getting donations to get drunk. Why does it piss me off? I guess I'm jealous. But I'm like, you're drinking and you're getting donations. Like, should I get drunk on camera and get donations? Let's do it. I need money.
I agree.
I hear you, Mikey.
Mikey, this is one thing.
Easy.
Let me tell you something. This is coming from somebody that knows Mitch in real life. I've hung out with him a million times. I know where he lives. He's been in my house, around my kids, my wife. He spent the night at my house numerous times. I spent the night at his shit. Let me tell you something. He is not us. He's totally different than us, bro. Like, he's not us.
He's a businessman. He's a marketing businessman.
Yes, sir.
And they're geniuses. I love them.
And I respect that. I respect that. Like, he would never be on one of my mental health shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would never be on. You know what's so crazy is? The other day I told my wife, I said, I'm going to quit drinking. And she was like, babe, you've been really good. Like, I only drink when I go live because I just like having fun. But I told her, I said, I'm going to do an AA. I'm going to do an AA Raiders type situation where we can all just talk. Let's talk. Like if you're dealing with drugs, I don't care what it is. Let's just talk because I want this to be a platform. I don't want this just to be a fucking, oh, you come here, oh, all the latest news. Fuck that. I have an actual rope. Like, shout out to Leon. His quote is up here right now. This is one of the funniest guys I know. And I want him to be a part of the Raiders roast because this guy be lighting motherfuckers up. We're going to do a Raiders roast every week, and I want Leon to be a part of that. That's why I kept it.
I used to have a new show name, a new segment name, like every week, man. Something new. Raiders roast, Raiders barbecue.
but see, bro, guess what happened? Those ideas spawned a motherfucker like me.
I'm too tired. I'm 46 years old. I'm tired.
I get it, brother, but you're still young. And I think once you get it out your mind, like, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm still that guy, it's going to happen. And I'm going to instill that shit into your head every day. It just is what it is. So don't get mad at me when
You're intense, brother. You're intense, bro. I love you, but intense people scare me. I'm just being honest.
You told me that many times.
It doesn't mean you're a bad person, because you're not. Your quality, you're the greatest heart I've seen. You know, just like Oakland Knight, Murph, everybody. But for some reason, people that talk more than me, or that are even a little bit more intense than I normally am, and I'm an intense idiot. I'm crazy, but they scare me. Like, I don't know why, but like you have a structure that's more powerful than I am, and it scares me.
I respect you enough to shut the fuck up.
Good point. So I'll be quiet too.
No,
because I respect
you. I respect you as a Raider fan, and I respect you as a man that always shut the fuck up. So like, sometimes you have to say, you know what? Let me just talk to my brother and tell him how I feel about shit, and then I'll know. Because, bro, I would have not had a drink, a liquor.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't want to make that an issue. I was just trying to explain as a YouTube video maker how I think nowadays in my old age. Like, I've become. Remember back in the days, I used to drink 40s, Boone Farms. I used to go out try to get hoochies, hood rat. I did everything I could.
Talk that shit.
What are you talking about, man? We would take a Red Bull and we would take Red Bull and vodka but I'm just saying, like, I become the old man that we used to go, man, look at them. Nosy ass old man. Get out of here. We'd play music, you know, and try to get the girls. We'd hang out all night by the car. But I've become the old man.
Let me tell you this.
I've become the old man.
I'm supposedly soon supposed to have Max Crosby. I've talked, you know what I'm saying, to Darren Waller's people about coming on and doing this. I wouldn't drink in front of them at all. You know what I'm saying? So all I want you to know is, if you have that kind of feeling, King, just know that I'm one of them people you can talk to. You know what I'm saying?
Like, calling me Kenny King. What's going on with that? Kenny King.
Hey, I just respect all my men as kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? Like, my men and my women, kings and queens. That's just what it is.
You didn't disrespect me. I was trying to let you know that those are some of the issues that I have, where I judge people, or I get anxiety, or I get fears because I see them doing something, or they're intense. I'm not explaining you did anything wrong. I would not be on this show. I'm a good judge of character, bro. If I didn't like our conversations we've had on Twitter or text, I would have not even done this show.
Yeah. I could vouch for that 100%.
Yeah, I agree, my brother. All I'm saying is, I respect you enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, if I don't fuck with you, I'm not bringing you on my show. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. And I feel like tonight is a situation where I feel like, and this is no shade, because, brother, you started this shit. I just feel like
with the roses.
I just feel like I wanted to light a fuse. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You somewhere else with it. I'm not even mad. I'm not even.
Oh no, I understand what you're saying, but like, I can't do videos every day anymore. I have nobody helping me. I'm not a good editor. My graphic skills are not the best. My computer's kind of old. I'll be honest with you guys. Even though, and I hate to say it this way, but people call you stupid your Raider football talk shows. You know, they're like an hour and a half long. It takes me 10 hours of work just to deal a photo online, just to put it into the program in order, just to make sure my website's open. Hopefully YouTube is prepared. And then I go live for 2 hours. Then after, I got to make sure it's monetized. I got to post it on Twitter.
Well, guess what? You can simplify that. Because let me tell you something, Mikey, and this is no shade.
This is simplifying it. This StreamYard stuff.
All I'm saying is, brother, I love you, but trust me, I have 1,000,010 more things going on in my life right now. I'm still making this happen.
But that's what I'm saying.
Brother, there's no excuse. If this is what you love to do, there's still money here. Go get it. Go get it, brother.
Yeah, but that's the problem. It became my job. So I'm going to say, you young YouTubers, again, you have all the passion.
I'm not young, but I feel you, though. I get it.
But you have all the passion that I had. I had to stay home, take care of my dad. My health got bad. My career slowed down. Whatever my family problems were, so I started making videos because I was in my garage all day. I had nothing to do. And, you know, I had money and I was supporting people. But then everything got less, and then YouTube became a job for me. I realized you could actually make money on YouTube. Yeah. So somewhere around 2016, I clicked on a button and I became a partner. And then all of a sudden, you know, I was doing okay, and then I got like a $500 check. I'm like, oh, you can get paid? I go, you can get paid? I'm like, oh. So then I made it my job. Then I got more intense. I started trying to be more professional. Then again, now it became money to me. Then I got sued because I had illegal clips, and it just snowballed. Then now I'm making money. Other YouTubers, put me on your show, put me on your show, put me on your show. And then I'm like, they were clout chasing.
Well, let me ask you something.
And it just became a job, and it became really hard, bro.
I'm going to be who I am on YouTube forever. If they delete me, I'll just leave YouTube. See, I'm a hustler, bro.
No, but you have other jobs though right now. That's why I'm proud of you. I made YouTube my only job.
No. But listen, fuck the job. I will leave them and put my show on my own website and continue to do what I need to do. It's just real shit. Like, there's no excuse, bro. You have people out there that you have influence. You're wasting that, bro. I get that you're dealing with shit, but you cannot waste that. You are influence to a lot of people, bro. Your influence spawned my show. Come on, dog. Like, you gotta, like, sometimes little we shouldn't even be talking about this shit on the live. I get people that they over here talking. We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about this behind the scenes.
We got another time. We'll finish it up with Raider talk. But I understand what you're saying, brother. Long story short, you're trying to inspire me at a point in my life where I'm a little bit down in the dumps.
Yes.
And all I can say is God bless you and thank you. Hopefully tomorrow, after I get a good night's sleep, see the heart doctor, maybe I'll get some good news. And then maybe in the coming weeks, I can do a couple of videos a week and then come back. But, you know, God bless you and thank you for trying to inspire me, brother. That's it.
Love you, Mikey.
At that point, brother, it is what it is. I appreciate everybody coming out. I don't want to end this shit on like a down note. Just know, you know what? I'm driving to Atlanta in about 4 hours. I'm gonna be out there for like 5 days.
I saw your draft video where you went to Las Vegas just to watch the draft.
Bro, I've been everywhere. Cleveland. I go I travel because this is, bro. I don't give a fuck about getting paid off this shit. It's about this, man. Like, to be able to get paid off this shit is a luxury, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
like,
I meant. But it also.
All I'm saying is, bro, I travel, but I hustle. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody tell me shit about my grind, bro. Nobody can. Like, I pride myself on that because I have a lioness and cubs in my house that they're gonna look at their lion that you know what I'm saying, that they guy like take care of this shit, and that's what I'm doing. You feel me? So at the end of the day, bro, all I'm gonna tell you is, Mikey, I love you, brother. You are too influential to make moves, not excuses, King. There's no reason to sit back and be like, oh my God. Fuck all that, bro. Fight through that shit. Bro, I have dealt with anxiety my whole life. I've had everybody in my life. My brother killed himself. My daddy's a dope fiend. He just came out of fucking a coma for 8 months. Bro, my girl, my first love for 10 years got killed in a murder-suicide. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me shit about what you dealing with, bro. Like,
are you right? I'm not trying to compare, brother. I'm not trying to compare.
Get over it, bro, and fight through that shit for the nation and talk that shit, bro.
It ain't that easy, but I love you.
It ain't. But
I love you either way, man. Thank you.
But I make it look easy every motherfucking day, King. Every day.
One day at a time, bro. That's it.
You know,
that was a good TV show in the 80s. You remember that show?
Yeah, man. But
one day at a time.
Hey, we gonna shake though, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm gonna do another live after this. Appreciate y'all, man, for pulling up tonight, man.
For sure, brother. For sure.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us, dude.
Yes, sir. Oakland, we gotta talk soon, brother.
For sure, bro.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Nation. I'm gonna go live again right after this. Love y'all, man.
Love you, Mike.